right, I wanted to look at this because it's a concept I've talked about quite a bit this year. This is on 3rd and 8. This is the play before the block punt. Don't worry, I'm not going to show you the block punt. I want to show the concept, what they're running, and just with time, if it would have worked. And it would have worked, unfortunately. A lot of guys up here. And so you've got, they're showing pressure. They're going to kind of overload this side here, which will look from the back side. Right now, I want to start with the concept. So what they're looking at here, it's what's typically called mills. I think it's going to be hooked there too. I'm just going to draw that there because that's kind of how I like it. It's a takeoff of, it basically was born out of Bill Walsh, kind of old West Coast. Fox 2XY hook was the call back then. And what you're trying to do is you get, in West Coast, it was ball control. So it's a couple big curls there. This would be the alert here. And so this post here would be if all the conditions are right, usually pre-snap and immediately post-snap. If all the conditions are right, throw it. If not, it's ball control, so you hit one of these guys because you're driving these guys back. Spurrier, I've talked about this quite a bit, so I won't get into too much. You guys like Spurrier and then even Favre kind of start seeing this and go, well, I just want to fire that dig or fire that post. Favre talked about it on Gruden's QB school. If you've not watched that, that was a fun conversation there. So what this has turned into is a shot play. So you're trying to get, and we'll look at another one a little later today, but you've got these hooks here, and you're trying to kind of draw these guys in and open up over the top. And so they're going to be in, the Niners are going to be in single high coverage here. We're going to see how this, so Warner kind of drops out. So look at that. Warner drops out. He's kind of carrying him up the seam there. You've got this guy up over here, which puts Lazard man-to-man with this guy here who's facing out. So Lazard's going to kind of give him a little shake right up over the top. Because you've got these guys taken up with these deep curls here. You can see everyone's drawn up right there. There's a ton of space over here. Beyond that, Lazard has his man completely turned. It's completely turned. Lazard has a free space right over there. We've seen this before with MVS. We'll run these a lot. You get usually Devontae Adams on one of these curls to kind of maybe draw a little extra tension and really kind of hook him in. And MVS over the top of the speed. They don't have MVS. So you've got Lazard, and he's able to turn his man, and he gets open. And there's Aaron Rodgers running for his life. So unfortunately, this didn't quite work out, but a good concept. They're looking for that shot there. The Niners were really taking away a lot of the mid stuff. So you saw a lot of short game and a lot of shots. This was one of the shots. And again, we'll watch kind of when he hits the top of his drop where everything is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plant. He's already kind of, he's just hit it 2 seconds ago, and you can see that's a guy coming in there. Lazard's not even breaking it. He's got him turned. He's getting ready to break, but that's top of his drop, and he's already running for his life. So unfortunately, it just didn't quite work out. But this is it's a concept I love. Kind of growing up, grew up a fan of the Gators. So any of these old Spurrier concepts, Mills is one of the big ones I like to kind of talk about. But it's something we've seen from the Packers quite a bit this year. And it's again, you need time for it to work, and it just didn't. You got 6 men here now. Aaron Jones is in what's called like a sniffer roll. So he's not set back with the quarterback. He's up, and you usually do that when you have these mugged up guys, because you do this, these simulated pressure, these mugs in the gap, you do this to force, you have to, it forces the offensive line to respect those. You have to believe they're coming, because if you don't, you have 2 or 1 rushers up the middle. So you have to respect what they're doing, that they could rush. But a lot of times what will happen is those guys will drop out. So a way to counteract that is you've got a sniffer here who sits here and says, all right, if these guys come, if one of them comes, this guy across from me, or if that guy over there, I can pick them up, and then we don't have to basically sacrifice our entire line. They don't have to pinch in, because then that opens up a whole lot of other lines over there. We sniff it out. Now what the Niners are going to do, they're going to drop those guys, but they overload. So you've got, they still bring pressure. So it's 6-man rush. You've got these guys here. So you've got 3 on 2, and you've got 4 on 4, but one of those is a back. And so what he's going to end up doing, 91's going to get through here. See, Rodgers is reading it out. He's looking at the backside safety. I've got what I want. I'm going to plant. I'm going to hop step. I'm going to chuck this sucker to Lazard up over the top, and it's going to be beautiful. And you just watch how this pass off works. So Jones doesn't have the guy up front that he thought he was going to have. So instead of that, he kind of comes over here to protect. Dennis Kelly is going to slide off of there. Patrick's going to slide off of there. and then no one picks up 91. So 91 ends up rushing off of Patrick through the line because everyone kind of slides to the outside there. I don't know what the protection should have been. I don't know what the assignments are, but 91 slips through. Again, you can see there's Patrick, there's Kelly, there's Jones chipping with Kelly, and there's 91. Just coming right on through to hit Rodgers before he can heave this pass to the heavens and get a big play out of that. So unfortunate, but I did want to point out that concept, and it's just so close, man. Game of inches, game of seconds. If this was another half second, Rodgers launches this thing, and maybe we're singing a different song today.